us gorillas did not initially come from this place, and here's why. In Canyon, the houses look extremely dated and look extremely old. Now, what could this truly be from? Like the houses in Clouds. Now, I believe this could be from the original gorillas that got stranded here on a space exploration mission. And now they built a society because they did not know if they would ever be saved or be able to get off of this place, get out of this place. So they decided to build homes to live here and adapt to the places that were here. Now in forests, I believe that it took them a long time to hollow out this cavern to get into the stump, and then they had to hollow all this out, and by the time they got there, they started to advance in their technologies, and they figured out how to build platforms, and they decided, you know, we don't want to make this place a residential living place, it's more of a park, and that's what they decided to do. They built a park area where they could hang out with their friends and be together while they have nothing to do. And then they got bored, so they built slides, they built trampolines, they built tents, and they decided to have fun with it. Now, something else that is important to note that I think is very interesting is how advanced cities is compared to the rest of the entire map. Like, how could a prehistoric civilization build something like this? Like the people who lived, or the things that lived in canyons before. How could they build something so advanced, such as this? Then we have Beachmap. Beachmap is a little bit different than all of the other maps because it clearly was mined out to a point that they could get in. They clearly hollowed this out into an area where they could go through it, which would have taken a very, very long time. And it brought them all the way up to a brand new place that they've never seen before, showing signs of a previous civilization that used to live here but no longer does. From all the ruins that they found and all of the architecture from many generations before them, from something unknown, or possibly from their own people who split off in another rocket that crashed somewhere outside of Beachmap, and this is where they decided to live. So they built with their little area they had here, and they built what they thought was a good area to live. But clearly, something did not like them living here, because their entire place is in ruins, with the broken pieces out of their castles they built, with their broken shipwreck, with their entire home being destroyed. And then the new gorillas came through and they put it back together to what they could, to where they could get around and research what it was here and how something like this could happen. Which leads me to my next thing on how did or why do the gorillas want to leave here? It's such a nice place to be. Why would they possibly want to leave such a good place? Now, the reason I believe they want to leave is because, as you saw in Beachmap, they clearly have some kind of predator out there that does not want them here, and has been attacking them and is killing them. As you saw in Beachmap, where something used to live there but no longer does, and their entire home is in ruin. So how are they gonna get out? That is what leads me to canyons again. They are building mines, not for shiny rocks, but for materials to build space exploration tools and machines. That is why they need these massive mines here, where their ancestors used to live. And that's also why they needed to redo caves, to where they could mine things out of caves, to where they could build rockets and things to support all of the people, all of the gorillas that they needed to get out. And then they built their first rocket, which was built and designed so they could launch things into the air, into space, and try to get their original civilization to realize they are out there and they are not dead and not gone from their original space exploration. But as of right now, no one has come or noticed that they were gone. Now this brings me to where did they come from? Now clearly a lot of the items that they're using are items that we see here on Earth, but I think that's just part of the gameplay, and that's just because Lemmings wants to add something that we can relate to and that we can bring into our own lives. But I think they came from a distant planet light years away from here, and that they are travelers of space and they got stranded here from a meteor, another ship, or something we don't know about yet. But just remember, that is just my theory on this. So take that with what you think. And I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this and what you guys think. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe and leave a like. Bye bye.